There's a growing body of research suggesting that social media in its current state is associated with poor mental health.
Your phone is programmed to buzz and ding you at just the right rate to make sure that you're constantly thinking about your phone and your screen time creeps up.
Many studies show that our current social media consumption can lead us to depression, addiction, self-doubt, and unhappiness.
Don't let yourself get to the age of 90, only to look back on your life and realize that while you were trying to avoid FOMO, you actually missed out on living.
And this week, I'm deleting all of my social media. For context, I don't use TikTok. Like, I was so addicted to TikTok that I was like, I need to delete it because it's ruining my life more than it's benefiting it. And that made me watch Instagram Reels more, which completely ruined the point of me deleting TikTok. However, Reels has become addictive to me. Okay, so at the moment, my daily average is 5 hours and 26 minutes. So last week I had an average of 27 hours screen time. 27 hours of screen time last week. And 6 hours of it was on Instagram. And then 4 hours on Safari. What am I Googling? iPhone also has a feature where it tells you your daily average of how many times you've picked up an app. I pick up my phone 719 times. A really big moment for me to make this change and try this 7 days without social media is the fact that yesterday I didn't have that much to do. Like, I was bored of my phone, and I realized the feeling of boredom made me panic, and that's not normal. Like, we need boredom for creativity, to feel present, to like let our imagination flow. Like, sometimes boredom is what we need to feel before we realize what we need to focus on. It's a directional signal almost, right? And so I'm so used to picking up my phone and going for like that quick dopamine fix and using my phone as a form of entertainment that I panic when I get bored. Like, that's not normal. Like, boredom is actually peace. Like, it's good to feel bored. So it is exactly 3 o'clock on Friday, 5th September. So exactly 3 o'clock on 12th September is when it will hit 7 days and I've completed this challenge. It's been 7 days since I had social media. I'm so excited, but also, like, disclaimer, I did actually end up watching YouTube. I couldn't stay away from it. Like, I was so, I don't know what's the word, I guess bored, but it wasn't the fact that I was bored. I just, like, YouTube is my comfort platform and it doesn't make me feel bad. Like, YouTube is one of those social medias where I don't feel guilty for being on it. I don't feel like low after using it. So I was like, you know what, like, it's okay, like, I can have YouTube again. Instagram was my biggest battle, so I'm proud of ditching Instagram for the week. And I actually wanted to talk about 5 tips that you can use if you decide to do this. So I actually haven't checked what my screen time is from last week. I know that my total phone pickups got lower throughout the week, which is so exciting because that means that the process is working. Okay, so my daily average from last week was 3 hours and 60 minutes, which is 17% lower. For some reason, I was on my bank app for 2 hours, which is so not true. Like, I was not on it for 2 hours. Maybe I just left the app up and that's what it got from it, because that doesn't seem very accurate. Like, who spends 2 hours and 45 minutes at their bank? My total average phone pickups were 101, which is 31% down from last week. So just to like reflect on the experience, like, it was good. Like, I feel good, my mind feels more clear for sure, and I definitely filled my time with things that I wanted to fill my time with, such as journaling, reading, just like letting myself be bored. But at the same time, I did have like a little bit of anxiety. I had FOMO. I was like, what if someone needs me? Like, my friend went to Amsterdam and I couldn't like see what she was up to. Like, so it was just little things that made me feel like I was missing out. And I guess the thing with phone addiction is that you will naturally feel anxious when you don't have your phone, or like when you don't use your phone. Like, I kept going on my phone and where my Google Maps is, that's where Instagram was. So I kept clicking on Google Maps, but it's like, no, it's like my mind is basically wired to think that Instagram is there. It's already started, but I'm like going on my phone all the time to check Instagram and then realizing Instagram isn't there. And then when I realize Instagram isn't there, I do get like this sense of panic, which is like proving the fact that it is an addiction. It's a phone addiction. So yeah, I kept going on my phone. I kept scrolling through my camera roll. I have never in my life looked at my camera roll so much in 1 week, because I just needed something to scroll on. Like, your brain is wired to certain patterns, so even if you remove certain platforms, you're still gonna go on your phone and find something to use. So let's get into the tips. Number 1 would be to try the hobbies that you've always wanted to try. This is the perfect time and space for you to do what you've always wanted to do. For me, that was reading more. Like, I got through like 150 pages of my book in like the week that I didn't have my social media. You can sign up to a different workout, you can buy a coloring book, you can buy a canvas and paints, you can spend more time with your friends. Like, just write a list, and if maybe you already have a list, but write a list of things you've always wanted to try or hobbies you've wanted to try. Do your research before you go on a social media detox. Maybe go on Pinterest and look for inspiration. I can link a few hobbies here that you might want to try, and just take this time to do it. Like, not having social media is naturally going to make you want to do something else because of the boredom that you're going to feel. You don't want to make your life be surrounded by your online social media life. Like, sometimes even I worry for myself that, like, what if I end up having no hobbies because I put all my time into social media, and that's easy. And then it's even harder to form hobbies because they will seem boring because they don't produce as much dopamine as your social media. My second tip would be to lean into discovering new music. At the end of the day, we always have music. Music, I think, is one of the greatest gifts in life. I love music, and I'm always discovering new albums, but this was like a time for me to really just lean into putting my speaker on and just listening to anything and everything. And I feel like when you're bored, music sounds better. Like, I don't know, your brain is so empty without social media that I feel like anything feels better, which is the beauty and point of it. But yeah, lean into discovering new music. Go on Apple Music or Spotify, go on Discover Weekly, go on new albums that have been released, just listen to them. You can also create your own playlist. Like, clean your Spotify, clean your whole playlist folder, create new playlists, change the artwork on them, make sure they're updated so that when you actually do listen to music, it's like,
whoa, this music is like all fresh and like new, and I'm excited to listen to it.
It's just like the perfect time for that. My third tip would be to journal. I'm already such a journaler. Like, I journal almost every morning, and I did before social media. But this is truly a time for you to journal and like realize what's going on inside. Like, maybe not having your phone on you so much is gonna make you realize things more easily because you don't have that social media brain fog.
So I came out here yesterday without my phone's journal, and I loved it. It was so healing. I didn't bring my phone, and I just got to spend like an hour to myself in like cold air as well. I love cold air in the morning. I'm gonna journal, I'm gonna read my book, no phone. Mornings are always a good time for me. When it comes to no phone, it's the evening where the struggle comes in.
And so by thinking more clearly, you can write everything you feel down. Like, just write everything down. Like, a concept that I always talk about is the morning pages, which is basically where you write 3 A4 pages of whatever comes to your mind. There's no rules to it. It does, like, I feel like sometimes with journaling, people set too many rules. Like, oh, you have to write what you're grateful for, you have to write what you feel, you have to write this, that. No, like, just sit down and just write whatever comes to your mind. And trust me, things will come to your mind. You might think, oh, my brain is empty, but you could even write that, just say, my brain is empty. And then things will just naturally come up. And I feel like during this process, because your mind is more clear, more things might come up. And so journal that. Even journal how you feel during this process. Like, just writing things on paper will make you feel better, and it'll make it feel less strong. It'll make the feelings less intense. Number 4 is a really big one for me, and this was like, I think one of my biggest lessons in this process, and it's to just let yourself feel bored. And if you feel anxious, let yourself feel anxious. We need to feel these feelings in order to move past them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, I'm still learning to do this, but it's important to just let yourself feel those things. Like, I truly believe we feel certain things such as sadness, anxiety, boredom, whatever negative emotion you are feeling, you're meant to feel that feeling. It's trying to tell you something. And for me, obviously, feeling bored and anxious was a feeling of, it was a sign of phone addiction, right? It was a sign that there was something more for me, or like that's how I interpreted it. And I think honestly, when you sit with a feeling long enough, you realize it's actually not harming you and you're okay. And sometimes feeling those feelings will make you realize what you need to do rather than just go on your phone as a way of numbing those feelings. Like, we're never going to learn to cope with those feelings if we don't feel them. A really important thing for me in this process was that I really wanted to be more in tune with my feelings and my intuition, because I am a emotion number. I numb my emotions so much to the point where I went to therapy for it, because I was like, whoa, like if you numb your sad emotions, you also numb your happy emotions. You can't selectively numb emotions. And so this was an important process for me to just feel what I'm feeling instead of being avoidant of my feelings. But also just be more in tune with my intuition and my gut feeling, because that can also become a bit more numb when you always use your phone. And my final tip is to just really reflect on what you want to take away from this process instead of just diving into old patterns. For me, I'm not going on Instagram as much, which is good. Like, I forget that I have it now, which is great. Like, just think, like, if you want to put restrictions on your social media usage. I think it's the app Opal that like puts like a restriction on your social media platforms. So it's just like, take those steps to, I don't know, like actually learn from this process and not just go back into using your phone like you did, and then you're in this 360 loop and you never get anywhere. For me, I will continue not going on my phone like the first 1 to 2 hours in the morning. Like, that really sets me for the day. Like, the first thing you do in the morning is the thing that you're gonna more likely do throughout the day. So if the first thing that you do is go on your phone in the morning, you will go on your phone more throughout the day, naturally. Like, that's just how our brain works. And so I am not going to go on my phone in the first 1 to 2 hours in the morning. I also want to let myself be bored more. Like, getting used to the feeling of boredom, it's a beautiful feeling because you create that space to do something else. It also allows you to be more creative. And so I definitely want to let myself be bored more. But yeah, I hope that this video motivates you to do a little phone detox, delete your social media apps and just let yourself be for the week. Let yourself feel what you need to feel, do what you want to do. Like, it should be a freeing time and not a dreadful time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video.